Leo and Camila decided to have a festive dinner at one of the city's renowned restaurants. Known for its luxury and exquisite cuisine, bathed in candlelight and an atmosphere of refinement, Camila gazed at Leo and smiled tenderly. "Today marks exactly 2 years since we first met," she whispered, recalling that day. Leo, taking her hand, replied with a smile, "We met and fell in love with each other. I remember that moment very well." Warm memories of their first encounter came to life in his mind. "Do you really remember?" Camila asked in amazement, her eyes sparkling with joy and affection. Leo nodded, knowing that she was ready to hear the details. "In every detail," Leo confidently said, beginning to recount how they met, what they felt at the time, and how quickly they fell in love with each other. "That's because you have a good memory," Camila said with a smile, grateful for meeting the person who made her life so special. Leo took Camila's hand in his, warmly looked at her, and said, "It's because I love you. Memory has nothing to do with it. It's impossible to forget something like that. I close my eyes, and it's as if these years never happened. All the memories of that moment are alive and vivid, as if it were yesterday. I'm sitting on a beach chair by the sea, and you, my Camila, are coming out of the water. It was a fairy tale scene." Camila smiled at such tenderness and asked an important question. "Tell me, did you love me right away?" Leo, without hesitation, replied confidently, "I loved you as soon as I saw you." His eyes gleamed, and deep and sincere love was evident in them, a love that had stayed with them from that very day. 2 years ago, Leo decided to take a short vacation and went to a seaside resort for 3 weeks. It so happened that his spouse, at the time, was unable to accompany him. "Work is in complete chaos," she declared. "Absolutely not. If you can't come, then I won't go anywhere either. We'll have to postpone it until next year." "Of course, I understand that. The sea isn't going anywhere. I'll stay in the city with you," Leo said, sighing with sadness. "Spending the entire summer in this stuffy city? No, I won't allow myself to do that. You deserve a break," his wife firmly replied. "But without you, it won't even be a vacation." Leo spoke with emotion. "It will be a real vacation. You'll sunbathe, swim, breathe in the fresh sea air. After all, why should you suffer because of me?" The woman answered with care. "If you insist, then of course, I'll go to the sea alone, without you by my side." "But you know what amazes me in this whole situation?" Leo asked. "That you're so easily letting me go on my own." Leo responded, "If you trust me this much, then you truly love me," the woman joyfully observed. "I love you, and I trust you," she affirmed. Leo embarked on his solo sea journey, and that was 2 years ago. On the first day of their acquaintance, Leo met Camila, and their love story unfolded, spanning 2 long years. The evening dinner at an exquisite restaurant, dedicated to the 2nd anniversary of their meeting, was coming to an end when Leo suddenly announced his urgent business trip. "When are you leaving? Tomorrow morning?" Camila asked with a hint of sadness in her voice. "Yes, exactly, tomorrow morning," Leo confirmed. For Camila, this seemed fateful, and she pondered. Perhaps other people wouldn't have such a favorable turn of events. "Tomorrow morning, Leo will depart on his business trip, and in the evening, I'll go to his home and tell his wife the whole truth. As soon as you arrive, please let me know," Camila pleaded. "I will definitely call," Leo firmly assured. The next morning, as soon as Leo landed, Camila eagerly awaited his call, and as soon as it came, she headed to his house with the determination to talk to the wife she didn't care for. "We and Leo are true lovers. What about you?" Camila mockingly grinned, addressing Leo's wife when they were in the hallway. What are you talking about? What strange accusations are these?" Leo's wife asked in surprise. Without hesitation, Camila continued, "You're simply taking advantage of his kindness. You've latched onto him like leeches. Aren't you ashamed of yourselves?" She looked at her rival with strength. "Can't you feel an ounce of self-respect? What's gotten into your head?" Leo's wife asked in amazement. "Let's assume you simply couldn't resist his financial standing. Is that right? Isn't it true?" Camila insisted. "That's not true," the woman exclaimed, raising the pitch of her voice with a hint of desperation. "Don't lie to yourself at the very least. Who are you trying to fool?" Camila disdainfully stated, not hiding her displeasure. "But I really don't care about material things," the beautiful woman said, looking hopefully at Camila. "This isn't your place, is it?" Camila sneered, surveying the room for evidence. No, she admitted. Exactly. It's all Leo's, his apartment, country house, car. But tell me, how much money does he allocate for you daily? Leo told me everything. Your fortune is practically negligible, and you depend on your wealthy husband. You're like a pauper who came from a small village to this bustling city and met him. How you managed to become his wife is a mystery to me. I see you, and there's nothing particularly remarkable about you. You're 30 years old, right? Camila concluded with a smirk, not ceasing to mock. I understand it's not easy for you to accept the fact that everything currently belonging to Leo will soon belong to me. Even this spacious hallway, you'll come to realize, is now mine. And not just the apartment, but everything else as well. As for the money he allocates for you, you'd better start forgetting about it. After all, you're not blind, and you see how deeply in love Leo is with me. So, Olivia, start getting used to a more modest way of life, Camila confidently and without hesitation stated, emphasizing her readiness for change. Olivia looked around the room, absorbing all of Camila's words. I suppose you're wondering why I'm treating you so rudely and insistently, Camila asked with a smirk, closely studying her rival's face. It seems your parents forgot to teach you basic etiquette and politeness, Olivia said, trying to gain the upper hand in this confrontation. Upbringing has nothing to do with it. It solely pertains to people like you who don't acknowledge any other methods, Camila asserted confidently. What exactly did he tell you? Olivia asked with bewilderment. That you constantly complain to him about your helplessness, threaten him, claiming that you won't survive without him, and he believes you. Camila replied with audacious smirking and evident mockery in her voice. Olivia remained silent for a while, gazing into the distance, trying to process what was said. It seems you've figured me out, she said pensively, staring into the vast expanse. Exactly, Camila confidently affirmed, continuing to press her rival. How many rooms are there in this apartment? Leo's mistress boldly inquired. There are 8 rooms here, Olivia calmly replied. 8? Camila genuinely exclaimed in surprise. And that's just the beginning. There's also a kitchen, a laundry room, a sauna, a utility room, a walk-in closet, several bathrooms, and toilets, Olivia proudly listed. Simply a huge house belonging to Leo, Camila remarked with enthusiasm, while trying to find flaws. There are 200 square meters on the first floor and the same on the second, Leo's wife added. Camila's face suddenly contorted with envy and anger. Why do you need all of this? She persistently inquired. You don't have children. Leo is often on business trips, as he has his own business, and he only sees me a couple of times a week. There are a whopping 400 square meters here. What do you do here? Camila continued with mockery and puzzlement, attempting to find a weak point in her rival's defense. Do you really want to know what I do when Leo is working and spending time with you? Olivia asked. Very much so, Camila said with anticipation. Then let me tell you everything and show you. And it seems to become urgent because, as I believe, this apartment will soon be yours, Olivia calmly replied. You're thinking right, Camila confirmed. This is the kitchen, but there's not much of interest here, to be honest. I agree with you that I spend very little time here. After all, I came from a small town to a big metropolis not to cook but to achieve success and make money. That's why I don't understand why kitchens are needed when there are so many restaurants and cafes around. So, not much happens here, Olivia proudly and with a slight smile explained. Now I understand why Leo asks me to prepare a delicious dinner for him when he comes to me, Camila said, and her face lit up with understanding. Can you cook? Olivia asked in surprise, feeling a bit awkward about her question. Yes, in general, to be honest, I'm ready to pray for him, not just prepare food, Camila confidently said, revealing her sincere feelings to Olivia. Let's move on. This is our bedroom, or rather, now it's your bedroom, Olivia announced, mixing a sense of ownership and hospitality. This is the gym. I work out here when I'm in the mood. Olivia continued the tour of the apartment, as if revealing her interests to Camila. How many different exercise machines are there? Why do you need so many? Camila wondered, showing interest in her new friend's lifestyle. Olivia laughed, as if mocking the excessive number of exercise machines, and ignored the question of the foolish woman. Let's move on. The living rooms, I entertain guests here. The study, I work here. Shall we go upstairs? Olivia asked, as if inviting Camila to delve even deeper into her world. And what's up there? Camila asked in amazement, her eyes gleaming with curiosity. A library, a cinema room, guest rooms, bathrooms, and toilets. By the way, there's a pool and a solarium on the roof of our building. Olivia replied to the question, revealing the wealth of possibilities in this luxurious apartment. Camila wandered through the apartment, enchanted. Her imagination painted vivid pictures of a happy life with Leo, and her eyes sparkled with excitement. They will be so happy when I invite my friends over, Camila thought. I can imagine how amazed they'll be by my happiness. But, Camila, have you seen everything? Is there something else you want to say or ask? Olivia inquired, addressing her as if inviting Camila to express her thoughts. They stood in the hallway again, which now, like the entire apartment, seemed like part of her future. If you have an ounce of female dignity, you should leave this house immediately, Camila said loudly, her voice taking on a determined tone. Can I at least gather my things? Or should I just leave right now? Olivia calmly asked, showing no signs of panic. Hearing that she wanted to take some of her belongings, Camila became anxious, realizing for the first time that her decision could have consequences. How am I supposed to know if you should take your things or not? Maybe you'll take Leo's things. Then I'll have to answer to him for you, Camila boldly stated, throwing defiant glances in Olivia's direction. In that case, we can wait until Leo returns. I'll collect my things in his presence, she suggested, attempting to find a compromise. No, Camila shouted, her face displaying inner tension, and she realized she was not in a position to tolerate such humiliation. Who knows how Olivia will behave when Leo is here, Camila thought, anticipating potential conflicts. We'll settle this without him. The life of a successful businessman is already complicated. Let's not make it even more complicated. But I'll ask you this. If there's any trace of female dignity left in you, don't abuse the trust I've shown you, Camila said with displeasure, infusing her words with her expectations and demands. I don't understand what you want from me right now, Olivia said, feeling somewhat taken aback by Camila's unexpected demands. Take only the essentials. Leave the gifts Leo gave you. Like this necklace you're wearing. It was probably a gift from Leo. Are those emeralds? Camila said with delight, lifting the emerald necklace as if it were a symbol of her victory. Yes, they are emeralds, but I promise you I will only take what I brought here, Olivia said proudly, showing her determination. Leo is returning the day after tomorrow. So, I want you to be gone by tomorrow. And give me the keys to the apartment when you leave. Just lock the door when you go. I trust your honesty, the audacious lover of Leo said, leaving Camila with an imminent deadline. She handed the keys to the apartment to Camila, adding an air of finality to the proceedings. I'll come here tomorrow at noon. I want you to be out of the apartment by then. I hope you won't disappoint me, Camila said again, her voice sounding stern and demanding. I'll leave earlier, Olivia calmly replied, exiting the apartment. Her smirk was the final contemptuous concession, and she glanced around the hallway as if removing a mask. Camila was ecstatic. I did it. I can't believe it. And Leo will be so thrilled. How many times he told me he dreams of getting a divorce but can't find the strength to do it. One thing gets in the way, then another. I can understand him. He's a serious person and a successful businessman. He's too kind to people, and they take advantage of his kindness and his money. But now I'm in his life, and I'll be able to protect him, Camila thought, feeling like a winner. Leo had a fun 3 days in another city and returned home in high spirits, unaware that his life would change significantly in the near future. He opened the door and entered the apartment, savoring its comfort. Darling, I'm home. Where are you? He cheerfully called out, feeling the anticipation of reuniting with his wife. I'm here, Camila joyfully shouted, clapping her hands and bounding into the hallway as if she were ready to meet her beloved. She rushed to Leo and embraced him around the neck, as if trying to convey all her love. I've resolved all your problems. I managed to convince your wife not to stand in the way of our happiness. Believe me, it wasn't easy. Your wife is a nervous and insane woman. If you could only hear the scandal she caused here, Camila affirmed, as if emphasizing her role in solving the problems. That can't be. But that's not the main concern right now. Where is she now? Leo asked fearfully, his worry washing over him like a shadow. I have no idea. She said she'd give you a divorce and wouldn't make any financial claims against you. But tell me you're happy, Camila said, as if underscoring that she had achieved her goal, and now they could be together without obstacles. Listen, I didn't know you had such a huge apartment. It's amazing here. Yesterday, I spent the whole day in the rooftop pool and the solarium. Let's invite guests tomorrow. I can just imagine the looks on everyone's faces when they see how I live now, Camila happily added, viewing the apartment as her new life. Camila, wake up. What guests? This is not my apartment, Leo shouted, his voice filled with panic and desperation. Whose is it then? Camila asked in surprise, finding herself in complete confusion. I have no idea. It belongs to someone else. Well, not us. But Olivia rents it. She pays for it, Leo confessed, revealing the truth about the apartment's ownership. Why? You told me the apartment was yours, Camila exclaimed nervously, feeling her world crumble. I might have said many things. You should listen to what I tell you more. A man will say anything to seduce someone like you. Oh my God, why did I get involved with you? Do you realize the mess you've caused? Leo shouted, covering his face with his hands and realizing the potential consequences. Yes, all this time, I've been living off my wife. Can you hear me? I came here from a small town 10 years ago to make money, but instead of building a career, I seduced and married the rich and beautiful Olivia, Leo confessed, as if grappling with himself and his mistakes. Why did you lie to me all this time? Camila asked, her voice filled with regret and disappointment. Don't you have the wits to figure it out for yourself? Can't you understand why a 40-year-old man lies to a 20-year-old woman? Leo asked, his face expressing irritation. What about the gifts you gave me? And the expensive restaurants where we dined every time we met? Were all those paid for with money you took from Olivia? Camila asked, sounding concerned as she tried to make sense of the situation. Olivia gave me money for entertainment, and I spent it on you because you are my entertainment. I have many young women like you, Leo said, shedding light on his motives. Oh my God, why did I get involved with you? Camila said, her face displaying despair and disappointment. And we have to pay for the apartment tomorrow, Leo admitted, facing financial uncertainty. Well, let's pay, Camila suggested, trying to find a solution. I don't have that much money, Leo shouted, underestimating the scale of the financial problem. He mentioned the monthly rental cost of the apartment, and Camila realized it was an unbearable burden. You can't earn that much in 10 years, Camila said, realizing that her life had suddenly taken a dramatic turn. Together, we won't earn that much in 10 years, Leo said, acknowledging that their future looked incredibly bleak. He took out his phone and nervously dialed his wife's number. As it turned out, Olivia had blocked Leo's number. He sent some message to his wife and glared at Camila angrily. I'm leaving from here. I suggest you don't linger either, and get out of here as soon as possible. Don't even think about taking anything from here. She will hunt you down from the ends of the earth. Return the keys to the apartment and lock the door. But my advice to you, girl, is to leave the city for a while. Go to your mom and dad's. The farther you go, the better for you, Leo said and left the apartment, leaving Camila in a bewildering situation and an uncertain future.